Okay, greetings. President Biden raises eyebrows more frequently these days with his somewhat bizarre behavior. It's often disconcerting when you're witnessing this behavior to realize that this man is President of the United States of America and leader of the free world. Here are a couple of recent instances that occurred on the campaign trail in Pennsylvania. First, he attempts to answer a couple of questions that are put to him in fairly plain English. Let me cue this up for you here. And you see if you can understand how he's answering. We might need a translation at the end of this. Take a listen.
Something like that.
Mr. Fetterman, why did you decide to appear with Biden now? Why did you decide to appear together now? Sir, why don't more candidates want to be seen in public with you like Mr. Fetterman?
Wear a suit. Where did you buy it at?
What are you talking about?
Tim Ryan in Ohio said he doesn't want you there. Warnock said wouldn't say. Do you think they're making a mistake?
No, there are 16 there I've already gone in for yet, and a lot more are asked. Another 20 or so. So I'm good.
You catching that? Let me cue this back up back here. Pay very close attention to the language that he's answering in.
Where did you buy it at?
What are you talking about?
Tim Ryan in Ohio said he doesn't want you there. Warnock said wouldn't say. Do you think they're making a mistake?
No, there are 16 there I've already gone in for yet, and a lot more are asked. Another 20 or so. So I'm going to be going in.
I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm not sure I know what he was saying. The second one, after concluding his remarks, he attempts to leave the stage. You may have seen this. And I'll cue this up for you here. He starts to leave stage right and then appears to hold a little conversation with the invisible man again, which he's done on occasion. Check this out. Cue the music. He executes kind of a loose about face there. In all fairness, we can't really tell if there's somebody back there that he's saluting or holding a brief conversation with, but here it is once more. I'm not showing this to make fun of President Biden at all. That I think would be rather cruel. He's obviously aging and in need of help. But because of the condition that he is in, is he really capable of being the leader of our country and one of the most powerful people on the planet? He doesn't appear to be in control of that much or enough to really occupy a position like he's in. If you recall, when Trump walked down a wet ramp and he was walking carefully, rather gingerly, the press and the left declared him infirm and unfit to be president and that he should be removed from office by the powers of the 25th Amendment. We don't hear anything about that when it comes to these missteps that Biden makes. And then the poor guy is propped up and sent back out to show that he's really not in charge of his own faculties, much less anything else. So the really important question is, who is in charge? Since Biden clearly isn't, who is? Well, for a possible answer, let's listen to the wisdom of noted economic advisor and presidential consultant Martin Armstrong from his website, which is Armstrong Economics. Now, Armstrong has quite a history of consulting presidencies dating back decades. And he wrote an article posted just recently, Biden is not president. And in response to a question about leadership, he answered this way. He said, Liz Truss just resigned, for she finally understood that being the head of state does not mean you have real power. I know certainly that the globalists behind the curtain reversed her policy, and she has resigned simply because she finally realized that Britain is run by a dark, sinister force that is connected to the WEF, the World Economic Forum. Further down below, Joe Biden is no more president than Liz Truss was the Prime Minister of Britain. Not only do we not live in democracies, but we also do not even live in actual republics. We live under an oligarchy, and make no mistake about it, they are calling the shots. The Build Back Better slogan was launched at the World Economic Forum. Never in the history of human civilization have we ever seen all the world leaders adopting that very same slogan. We are on the path to 2032. We need to start thinking about what new form of government we must create. Our current version will collapse by 2028. Now, Armstrong isn't the only one who has fingered the World Economic Forum as an instigator and perpetrator of a significant number of dubious and confounding trends occurring in the United States and globally. Here you see Armstrong points out the eerie coincidence of the commonly used campaign slogan, Build Back Better, by a disparate collection of political candidates around the world. Check it out. This slogan was not a Biden original in 2020. Look who else is using it here. It's been used in Canada. It's been used in Great Britain. Even the candidate for prime minister in Pakistan has used it. You can see the Organization for Economic Cooperation has it as one of their campaign slogans. A little Googling will show that the OECD works in close cooperation with and with the support of the World Economic Forum. So what is the World Economic Forum and who runs it? This is something we'll investigate further and in this and other presentations here at Liberty Bugle, because we believe it's critical to understand that the World Economic Forum is influencing the events of our day, and we want to know who's behind it. We at Liberty Bugle believe that the World Economic Forum is perhaps the biggest threat to our individual liberty in the United States and around the world. And it is behind much of what is eroding your autonomy, agency, and freedom. The World Economic Forum is an innocuous-sounding organization that appears to want to do good all around the world. They claim to be the organization for public-private cooperation that engages the foremost political, business, cultural, and other leaders of society to shape global, regional, and industry agendas. It was founded in 1971 and is headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland. We'll get into the heavyweights behind the World Economic Forum in subsequent videos. We hope that you'll find these interesting, and if you like them, please click on the appropriate buttons and join us. I'd invite you to join us over at Liberty Bugle Town Hall, which is libertybugle.com, to join in conversations on subjects like these. Okay, until then, hold the vision.